Okay, good morning everyone. Happy Sunday. The snow cut us short last week, so we got a little break, but we're here again this week to come and worship our God and give Him the glory that He deserves. So, the word of wisdom for today is emotions. Now, we all know that God gave us emotions for a reason, and He wants us to worship Him emotionally, with all our heart and with all your mind. In Matthew chapter 12, verse 29 to 30, Jesus says, the most important commandment is this: you must love the Lord your God with all your heart, all your soul, all your mind, and with all your strength. Now when you hear this verse, do you not hear the emotion that Jesus is exclaiming this statement? He is not saying that we should kind of love Him, or that we should kind of serve Him, or kind of sacrifice for Him. He wants us to love Him passionately, with all our heart, our soul, our mind, and our strength. God makes it very clear in this verse that life is more about head knowledge. And many of us have been in the church our entire lives, and we all know the stories and the characters and whatnot. But it takes someone spiritually mature to go beyond the knowledge and seek a relationship with God and serve others for His name. God wants you to have more than head knowledge. He wants an emotional relationship with you, and He wants you to be a spiritual vessel for His name. Now, there's a couple of things that we as the people of God need to understand about emotions. The first one is God has given us emotions. God has emotions. God is an emotional God. We can see that throughout the entire Old Testament, how He deals with the Israelites time and time again. God, He feels joy, He feels grief, pain, and he feels hatred towards sin. He gets frustrated with people. He gets frustrated with all of us every time we rebel against Him. The only reason why we have emotions, why we feel things, is because we were made in God's image, according to Genesis chapter 1, verse 27. If God was not an emotional God, we wouldn't have any emotions. Second, your ability to feel anything is a gift from God. Emotions are what make you human. Emotions are what differentiate you from a robot and a human. It is the emotional ability that allows you to love, allows you to create something, allows you to be faithful towards someone, loyal, kind, generous, and experience all these emotions that are attached to good things in life. Sometimes in our lives, we go through ups and downs, and we go through certain things that causes us pain and sadness and sorrow. And these emotions may not seem like a gift from God, but even the negative ones, believe me, have a purpose from God, have a purpose in your life to strengthen you. And third, there are two extremes that we need to avoid as Christians. The first one is this thing called emotionalism. Basically, it means that everything that you do in life is completely based on your emotions. Now, the bad thing about that is emotions can change within a second. You can be happy about something one day and be sad about something another day. If you govern your life based on your emotions, based on your desires of others, you will lose faith and you will lose sight of your objectives. You will lose sight of your goals, and you will lose sight of the plan that God has for your life. And then there's the other side, the other bad side, which is called stoicism. Basically, that feelings aren't important at all. And that is wrong as well. If we do not have emotions in our life, if we go through life with just head knowledge and straight perseverance, without anything in the background, there's nothing that defines your humanity. There's nothing that defines who you are. There's nothing that defines how you like good versus wrong. And when we have that perfect balance between God's strength and our emotions, we will be able to make good decisions and survive in this paganistic society. There are entire Christian denominations out there that are built on these different approaches when it comes to emotions. Some Christians have decided that it doesn't really matter how they feel, and they downplay emotions entirely, which is not what the Scriptures teach. So, let us take from this week that God has given all of us emotions. And no matter what you are feeling, any minute of your life, whether it be happiness or sorrow, God has those emotions for you. God has those emotions to strengthen you and show you different perspectives and other people's suffering as well. God gave you emotions for a reason, because He wants you to worship Him emotionally with all your heart and with all your mind. And with that, may God bless this word. Oh, also, for Sunday school, I want all the kids to go to this hallway. We'll be doing Sunday school in the classroom over here. So when the sermon starts, you can go on ahead. So.